Hello and welcome to video 2 in the CREP tutorial series, Creating an OSF Page. The purpose of the OSF, or Open Science Framework, is to serve as a tool to promote transparency and openness for the entire research lifecycle. The purpose of this video is to instruct users on how to create an OSF project page for a CREP project. The intended audience for this video is CREP users, although much of the information contained here could also be useful for non-CREP users. We have heard from faculty in the past that using the OSF for CREP projects has been a good introduction to the OSF, which they have then continued to use for their regular non-CREP projects as well. Your first step in using the OSF is to create an OSF account. You can do this by going to osf.io, clicking on Sign Up, and then entering your information under Create a Free Account. Some institutions have partnerships with OSF, and you can sign on that way, or you can also connect OSF to your ORCID ID. If you're not sure what those things are, you can also just create a free account with your name and email address. Don't forget to read the Terms of Use and Privacy Policy and tell the OSF you're not a robot. Once you have your account set up, you can create a profile that contains a list of all of your public projects, as well as information about you, such as your website, ORCID ID, and Twitter handle. When I assign students to create OSF accounts as part of projects, I'll then have them copy the link next to Public Profile and send it to me. In classes where I assign CREP projects, this will be their first assignment, worth a few points. They can then be added as contributors to CREP projects, which I'll be showing you how to do shortly. For CREP, anytime a team starts a new project, we have them fork our existing page. What this does is create a copy of the project and all of its existing materials and components, but with new contributors. The nice thing about creating a fork is that it also allows both CREP and outside researchers to look to see what copies of the project have been created, which makes things a lot easier when you're doing a meta-analysis on an effect. Once you've forked a project or created a new project, you can create components within them. You might have components for different research teams in your class, for example, or separate folders for methods, data, and background literature. CREP has a very specific set of components we require, and that is covered in another video. For your next step, unless you are working entirely alone, you'll want to add contributors to your page. Click on Contributors and then the green Add button that appears. You'll then be able to search OSF for existing accounts and, if they exist, add them to your project. You can make these contributors bibliographic or non-bibliographic. Bibliographic contributors will appear on the main page and, just like with manuscripts, the order of contributors is important. In CREP, for example, researchers will cite OSF project pages when conducting meta-analyses, which means the person at the top of the contributors list, who is also marked as a bibliographic contributor, will be listed as first author on citations of the project. You might uncheck this box for instructors, research assistants, or people who join the project for technical support. Personally, I don't uncheck this box very frequently. Pay close attention to the privileges you are granting each new contributor. Read privileges mean they can see the project page, including any private components they are added to. We'll talk about private versus public components in a minute. Read plus write means they can edit the project, and administrator means they can add new users or change privileges for existing users. The next step is to edit the project description and wiki. To edit the description, click on the text next to the word description that says, Add a brief description to your project. To edit the wiki, you'll want to either click on the icon in the upper right-hand corner of the wiki box or on Read More in that box. You'll be taken to a screen that shows you the entire current wiki as well as the drop-down menu of all previous versions of the wiki. If you have read plus write or administrator privileges on the project, you'll also have an option to edit the wiki. When you click on this link, you'll be taken to a screen that shows you a side-by-side of the wiki and the editing box. Type any updates you have into the editing box on the far right. You'll automatically be shown a preview of what the wiki will look like with these changes in the View box. When you're finished, don't forget to scroll to the bottom and click Save. This wiki is a good place to put information about your project. You might also be wondering whether to create a DOI or license. If you're going to be making your project public, you should choose a license. For CREP, we recommend the CC by Attribution 4.0 International License. If you expect people to cite your project, you should create a DOI. You can do this by clicking the words Create a DOI. You might also notice that by default, all OSF projects are private. If you would only like contributors to be able to see your project or component, then do not change the setting. However, if you would like to make your project publicly viewable, then click on Make Public. Thank you for watching this video. Please continue to our next video, Preparing and Submitting CREP Projects.